So I wanted to be a mom for as long as I can remember. Just biggest dream in life and goal. And tried for a few months and it happened and it was just so wonderful. Such a huge praise. Around 32 weeks, I was diagnosed with cholestasis of pregnancy. It causes stillbirth, which is a very high risk of stillbirth towards the end of pregnancy. So I knew at that point, once I was diagnosed, that I was gonna have to be scheduled for an early delivery. We checked in the hospital, and God was so there. He was so there in every detail, and just calming my nerves and just showing me that just not to be scared, that this is His baby and that He put inside of me, and He was gonna take care of me and the baby. The doctor said it's gonna get even more painful. I suggest you get the epidural. And then that's when the complications started. It caused this thing called spinal headache. They put him in my chest and I got to enjoy him with my husband, and it was just like the happiest moment of our lives. And we were just there with him, and a few minutes later, I started feeling this very intense pain. I started passing out because of how much blood I was losing. So they immediately took me to the ER, and my husband was, there with the baby, and I can just imagine how he must have felt like we just had a baby. And so he asked, and is she gonna make it? And they said that they didn't know, that they were gonna try their best. And so I'm in this OR, and next thing you know, I wake up and I was, in recovery, and I had survived. And God is so good because His miracles were all over. They were everywhere. It was just His hand in every detail, taking care of me and just loving on me, because they didn't have to open me up to see what was wrong. They just, He sent an angel to fix me, and recovery was really tough. So they said the only thing that can take the pain away is to do something called a blood patch. And I said, okay, let's do this. I want to take care of my baby, because at that point I wasn't able to. And so they did it, and it didn't work. And it was so frustrating. And I just knew that it was the enemy just trying to steal that joy that was given to me the moment that the baby was put on me. It was an answered prayer. We had prayed for this baby so much. We did the second blood patch, and it helped. It wasn't the results that they were expecting. I was able to take him home, and I wrote him this letter for his first birthday, and in the letter I opened up about what it was like the day he came into this world. And obviously it all came back then, and I realized, and God showed me that moment that I hadn't been healed, and I needed to allow for Him to restore, and take that fear out, because I wanted to have another baby so bad. A few days after I wrote that letter, and God showed me that I had a lot of healing to do, Pastor Josh preached a message on forgiveness. Just so clear in my ear saying, you need to forgive that doctor. I couldn't believe that because of someone's fault, I almost died, and I almost went through what I went through. And that Sunday at church, God was just saying, forgive him. And He wanted to take myself and my marriage and my family to the next level. And He needed me to be healed. I said the words out loud, I forgive him, and I started blessing him. And it was so freeing. It really changed my story, and it changed just my view on it, because it wasn't a traumatic experience anymore. It was just something I went through that had a purpose. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the people that were there. I'm thankful for my pastor's lives, my church family, and what they've become to me, and they've become family to us. He wanted to heal me from that, and He wanted for me to let go of that so that I can be set free and be ready to be a mom again. And 2.5 years later, and I'm now pregnant again. And we pray so much for this baby, and we bless his or her life. If I had to, live this again, I would do it 1,000,000 times, because I love my son that much. He's my everything, and that's how Jesus feels about me, and how He feels about us. He lived something so much worse, and He did it because that's how much He loves us, and He would do it again.